Rahmawati. I'm a lecturer in Faculty of Economic and Business, University of Muhammadiyah at Malang. Based on the vision of the Faculty of Economic and Business, University of Muhammadiyah Malang, which states that in 2030 becomes an education institution that receives recognition at the ASEAN level, and also based on the objective of the faculty to produce graduates who are competitive at the national level and also at the ASEAN regional level. I think it is certainly very important for lecturers and all of students to improve their ability to communicate in English. In Faculty of Economic and Business, all of lecturers are given the opportunity to design their classes, to create active learning and strengthen the public speaking techniques in English. And I think this is very interesting. Okay, this is my second day of English speaking class for microeconomic subject. Let's go to my class. My student will be discuss about what is economic, what is demand, supply, and equilibrium. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, how are you today, guys?
We are fine.
Okay, alhamdulillah. As explained during the last meeting, today we have a plan to discuss using the presentation methods. Okay, is it right?
Yes.
Okay, for the first, I want to know how many groups have been divided in this class.
There are 10 groups.
Okay, which group had the first opportunity to presentation today in front of the class? You, and then? You. What topic will be discussed today?
About economic chapter 1.
Economic chapter 1. And then you? Second group?
Supply and equilibrium.
Demand, supply, and equilibrium. Okay, and you as a participant already studied at home about this topic today? Of course. Yes. Okay, right. Okay, for the first presentation, I would like to explain about the presentation method. Attention please, guys. And then the second, I will give time between 10 until 15 minutes for the presenter to present the topic. And then next session is the question and answer session or Q&K session. I will give 3 opportunities given to all of audience, and then don't forget to mention your name and mention your number ID. And don't forget, for your presenter, you must have one person as a notulens to record all of questions from the audience. And for the end of the session, you have give a conclusion. Okay guys, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, let's start our discussion. I will invite the group which had the first opportunity to in front of the class. Come on, let's go. Second group. You can prepare your presentation.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, as the first group, we will explain about economic chapter 1. But before this, let us introduce ourselves. My name is Nur Fadila.
And my name is Eunisa. My name is Alfianisa Amelia.
Okay, let's start our discussion. The first, what is economic? When you hear the word economic, what do you think about it?
Money. Consumption.
Yes, that's right. When we are discuss about economic, we will relate it with money, consumption, production, selling, buying, and the others. But economics is knowledge. Economics is science. As you know, humans have unlimited wants and limited research. So the role of economics here as the social science that study about how people satisfy their unlimited wants with their limited research by making choices. Okay? And then it's the definition of economics. And then wants and needs. What do you think about wants and needs? Are they the same meaning or they are different meaning? Okay. Wants and needs. When you already have the things but you still buy it again, maybe because there is have different colors, different models, or maybe because it's more interesting. It's called wants. But if you don't have it and you buy it, it's called needs. So the main difference between wants and needs are wants you already have, but you still buy it again, and needs you don't have, so you buy it. Okay. And then next, there is a kinds of needs. There is 3 kinds of needs. Needs based on intensity, needs based on physically and spiritually, and needs based on time. Needs based on intensity. There are 3 kinds: primary needs, secondary needs, and practice needs. Primary needs is the most important needs for our life. So when you don't fulfill it, you cannot live. For example, food, clothes, and home. And then secondary needs. Secondary needs is needs that complementary the primary needs. For example, you have a home, so for it you need a future for your home, like television maybe, or tables, or chair, and the others. And then practice need. Practice need is luxury good. If you have a lot of money and you already satisfy your primary and secondary needs, you can fulfill the practice needs. It's like luxury goods like car, motorcycle, or maybe you want to buy plane. Okay, next, there are division of economic. Division of economic are descriptive economic, theoretical economic, and applied economic. Descriptive economic is the economic which is represented by numbers, by graphic, and by curve. And theoretical economic is economic which is represented by analyzing and theoretical of economic. There are 2 parts of theoretical economic: microeconomic and macroeconomic. Microeconomic is analyzing of economic in the small unit, and macroeconomics is analyzing of economic in the large unit. And then applied economic. Applied economics is economics which is represented by application of economic in the daily life, in our daily life. Okay, it's from me, and for the next topic will explain by my friend.
Now I will explain about economic choices. Why can there be economic choices? Because human are many wants. Well, the fulfill of one is not enough to fulfill all of these unlimited wants. So, to get the means of satisfying one requires other sacrifice. For example, I need a bag. When I go to bag store, I saw many kinds of bag, and I will buy 2 bags. The first bag, the price is 200,000 rupiah, and the second bag, the price is 400,000 rupiah. But I just have money 300,000 rupiah, so I should make a choice. And I choose first bag. This is economic choices. From economic choices, there arise scarcity. condition when human needs are very unlimited, while the research to meet this needs are very limited in number. This is the research and this is the human wants. Human wants more than the research because our human wants cannot be fulfilled, so we must make a choice. Unlimited wants and limited research, this is the scarcity. As I explained before, because all human wants cannot be fulfilled, so we must make a choice. And after we make a choice, and we meet the three problems. This is what to produce, how to produce, and for whom to produce. Factor of production. Factor of production is something needed for activity production to run smoothly. For example, how to make a paper. The material of paper is tree. This is plant or natural research. After that, the tree cut down until to be logs and will be taken at the factory. To bring at the factory, we need a labor. Labor include all human research. After that, the logs will be processed until to be paper use machine. Machine is capital research. Capital include all man-made research. And the last, entrepreneurship for selling to society. I think it's enough. And the next will explain with my friend.
The basic economic problem is the scarcity. So people must to make choices. And this lesson showcases about the concept of the opportunity cost. Very simply, everyone has the same time, 24 hours in a day, but everyone has the different decision about what we do, what we choose to buy, and how we spend the time. Every time has a choices, and every choices have a value to you. Okay? When you choose one thing over another, you're saying yourself, I value this because, I value this more than another choices I have. The opportunity cost of the choices is what you give up to get it. And for example, you must to choose either an apple and a mango. And you choose an apple, and the opportunity cost is a mango. And the conclusion is the opportunity cost is the value of the opportunity lost. Okay, you get it?
Yes.
Value has two parts, benefits and cost. When you choose an apple over a mango, maybe an apple costs less, but you enjoy more. And to choose something in academic, you must to compare the benefits and cost. To make a good academic decisions, you must to know the greatest benefits and the lowest costs. Okay, for the example, we graduate from our college and we find ourselves into job markets. Let's say in company A and company B. In company A, promise to pay us $20 an hour. Most of people, include you guys, will choose in company A, right? Why? Because the salary is higher. But let's look, in company A, you must to wear a fancy dress code, like a hat and formal dress code, and the price is $15. Yes, and you realize the higher salary may not worth it to you. Okay, and you think economically, like you compare the greatest
benefits and the lowest cost. And the opportunity cost is the value of a choice you couldn't have had. Okay guys, now is question and answer session. Okay? Maybe you want to give the question. Okay, you please mention your name and ID number.
Thank you. My name is Dian Salvastia Abdullah. My ID number is 325. I have a question about factor of production. My question is, why entrepreneur is include to factor of production? Thank you.
Okay, next. You please.
My name is Ratna Duyanti Jabo. My ID number 306. My question is, what is the cause of scarcity? Thank you.
Okay. Thank you for your question. We will discuss first. Okay, I will answer the first question from Jihan. Why the entrepreneurship include the factor of production? Because his ability to combine all factor of production like land, labor, and capital. You got it?
Yes, thank you.
Okay. Okay, I will answer question by Effie. What is the cause of scarcity? Humans have unlimited needs, while goods for meeting their needs are limited. The situation is called scarcity. Cause of scarce research is 1. Geographical difference. 2. Population growth is too fast. 3. Production factor capability. 4. Technological advance that are not the same. And the last, natural disaster. Are you understand?
Yes, thank you for your answer.
You're welcome.
Okay, I will answer the third question by Yanti. Thank you for your question. Why we should learn about economics? The science exists because there are problems in our life. It's like our wants are unlimited, but our research are limited. So for solve the problem, we should learn about economy. We should learn about how to make choices for satisfy all of our unlimited wants with our limited research. You got it?
Yes.
Any question again?
No, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Okay, after we are explain about economic chapter 1, we can conclude that economics is the social science that study about how people satisfy their unlimited wants with their limited research. And our unlimited wants and our limited research, it's make a scarcity. And from that, we should make a choices. Yes, I think enough from our groups. And the next topic will explain by the second group. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen.
Morning.
How are you today? Okay, in this first part, we have to listen about what is the economic. And then in this part, we have to know about the demand, supply, and the equilibrium. Okay guys, let me introduce myself. My name is Firdaus Faraj as the speaker 2.
My name is Fikri Saluda, is speaker 1.
My name is Nafis Ainur Zakia, is speaker 3. Okay guys, I think it's enough. Okay, maybe you can enjoy the discussion. Let's start.
Okay, here I will ask you a presentation about demand. Okay, before start, I will give you one question. If you buy something at a time, when you position as a consumer, you will definitely choose to high price or low price. Okay. But if you sell something at a time, when you position this producer, when you choose to high price or low price. Of course. So if you buy something at a time, when you position this consumer, you will definitely choose to low price, and when you position this producer, if you sell something at a time, you definitely try to low high price. Okay. But this cannot happen because demand have two law of demand. Law of demand start in this price decrease and quantity demanded increase. And here I will give you one illustration by drawing curve. This is price and this is quantity. When position this high price, so of course, so law of quantity. And when position this low price, so of course high quantity, and here to here. This is curve of demand. Okay. And here I will explain you another factor, this change of demand. First factor, this is change is customer taste. Second factor, this is change is customer income. And third, price of related good. Fourth, number of potential buyer. And the last, change is customer expectation. Okay. And here, I want to now listen about your opinion about demand. Please raise your hand. Okay, this is you.
Okay, my name is Dinda Fatmala Putri. My ID number is 321. About your topic, the determinants of demand, I think it's true that factor of demand is because of consumer income, consumer expectation, and etc. And I think another factor of demand can be because of price that product. Now, when the price is cheap, maybe the demand will be more and more. And then when the price is expensive, maybe just a little one to interested with that product. Maybe because that quantity or that quality. And then the second, I think the factor of demand can be because total population in a country. Now, if the population are greater, so the demand will be increased. I think like that, okay?
Okay.
Thank you.
Are you agree this is my presentation about demand?
Yes, I agree with you.
Okay, thank you. Next, supply. Firdaus.
Okay, thank you for the opportunity. Okay guys, in this first part we have to know about the demand. What is the meaning of the demand, and then what is the demand curve and the other side. Now we talk about the supply. Okay, supply. When we talk about the supply, we talk about the sum or good and surplus. When we talk about the sum or good or surplus, we talk about the price. When we talk about the price, maybe you can think what is the meaning of the price. Price is one unit of good, some unit or surplus and good service. And then when we talk about the price, we talk about the rice. When we talk about the rice, we talk about the maybe when the rice is fall, the price is high, and then maybe when we talk a rice, when price is rise, always it can be cooled by increase. But when the price is low, we can talk about the supply will be decreased. Understand?
Yes!
Okay, supply. We know that the law of supply stage, okay, determinant of supply. Before we talk about the determinant of supply, we talk about the maybe economic. The economical, the relationship between a supply and the quantity of supply is maybe is the same way part is a very so use information in the supply and quantity of supply. The supply economic talk about the, maybe we know about the that leads when the supply is high, of course the quantity of supply is higher. And then maybe when we talk about the supply is low, of course the quantity supply is lower. Understand this?
Yes.
Okay, determinants of supply, price of inputs. If the price of resources used to make good increase, there are three points that we can get from the determinants. For the first, raw materials, and then cost of labor, and then rate. Okay, next, government and influence. Before we talk about the government influence, we know that there are subsidies, there are regulations, and there are taxes. There is a 5 shifters point that we have to know. For the first, there is a number of production, and 2, maybe a reason of resources, and 3, taxes, and then 4, technology, and the 5 is maybe we can talk about the expectation. We are a human, of course we have to expectation. Okay guys, maybe when we talk about the supply and the quantity supply, we talk about the supply curve and supply schedule. What is the meaning of the supply curve and what is the meaning is the supply schedule? Supply curve, maybe the economic terminology talk the supply is refers to the range of price, and then the quantity supply is the maybe certain point in the supply schedule. Supply curve is showing the information of a range of price, and then the supply curve is showing the graphic from the supply schedule, and then quantity, and then a price. There's any question so far? No. Okay. Okay guys, I have talked about the 5 sister point that we have to know. Technology, number of production, taxes, and then there are expectation and the other side. Okay, technology. What happened of technology? Okay, determinant of supply technology is if technology increase efficiency, it will cost producers less to make an item, and they will provide. Understand?
Yes.
Okay. And then in the technology, there are 2 points: more sellers and less sellers. More sellers. What the meaning of more sellers? More sellers is more supply. There are shift right on the right. And then less sellers is less supply, shift left. Okay, a producer expectation, if seller expects price to increase, they will decrease supply. No, so that they can increase supplies after price change. Okay guys, I think enough. Maybe we'll be the next for the last speaker.
Okay guys, after you understand what is supply, what is demand, now we will play it in a chapter, namely equilibrium. We will talk about how is balance between demand and supply, balance between producers and consumers, namely equilibrium. What is equilibrium? Equilibrium is the price formed at the meeting point of the demand and supply. Okay, neither you more understand what is equilibrium, how is when the time supply and demand there is in a curve. Let's look at the following picture in the next slide. Okay, in this slide we will begin from demand. On demand, if some items have a high price, of course the quantity will be low, same like we are as consumers. If some items have a low price, of course we will buy much quantity. the quantity is high. Okay, now we will talk about supply. It's vice versa from demand. On supply, some items have a high price. Of course, the quantity will be high. But when some items have a low price, of course, the quantity will be high. Now we will think about what is the difference between two ways between supply and demand. Yes, equilibrium point will appear, namely equilibrium between supply, between demand, between consumers, between producers. It will benefit each other. Are you get it?
Yes.
Okay, now we'll talk about the impact of equilibrium point. If some items have a high price when met with supply and demand, namely surplus. A surplus is a situation where there is an excess at some price of quantity supplied over quantity demand. On a supply and demand curve, a surplus is represented by points above the equilibrium price. Now we will talk about how is if some items have a low price when met with supply and demand, namely shortage. What is a shortage? A shortage is a situation where there is an excess at some price of quantity demand over quantity supply. On a supply and demand curve, a shortage is represented by points below the equilibrium price. That's all from me. Thanks for your attention.
Okay, thank you for the opportunity. This first part we have to know about the demand, supply, and the equilibrium. Okay, for the next session, maybe any questions so far? Okay, I will just guess you.
Okay.
And then you.
Okay, my name is Suasana. My ID number 289. Okay, when the condition of surplus is the quantity supply over quantity demand, so what the effect of the surplus? Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you for the question. And the next question, please.
Hello, my name is Muhammad and my ID number is 330. As you mentioned before that the shortage is condition when the quantity of demand is over the quantity of supply. And my question is, what is the effect of the shortage? Thank you.
Okay, I get the point, and then thank you for the question.
Okay, my name is Tata Anuraka. My ID number is 317. My question is, what the difference about price and five sisters? Okay, thank you.
Okay, Tata, thank you for the question. Okay, guys, maybe we have need a little times to discussion for answer the question. Thank you. No, I think that there's the question. Yes, of course, increase.
No.
No. Oh.
Okay, I will answer the question from Abril. The question is, what is the impact of surplus? That's right?
Yes.
Thank you for your question. In this situation, the quantity supplied is over quantity demand. So, what is the impact? It will be competition between producers or the sellers. Why? Because the quantity from supply is over than quantity the demand. The price will be low because much quantity which made by producers, but in this condition the consumers is low. Why? Because the quantity supplied which made by producers is more many than the consumers. Do you understand?
Yes, thank you.
Any question?
No.
Okay, thank you. Okay, I will answer the second question from Muhammad. The question is, what is the impact of shortage? That's right?
Yes.
Okay, in this condition, quantity demand is over quantity supply. So what is the impact? The impact is will be there is the competition between the consumers and the price will be high. Why? Because the quantity is needed by consumers, but the supply from the producers is little. Okay? Did you understand?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, for the next, I will answer your question for Tatak and then Sophia. The question is, what happened to the supply for a product when the price increase? Of course, supply is still the same and the price is increased. Are you understand?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Okay, for the Sophia, your question is, what difference about the price and the 5 sisters? Okay, the answer is the price is moved along the curve, and then the 5 sister is still along the curve. You have to remember 5 sisters: price of resources, number of production, taxes, technology, and expectation. Are you understand, Sophia? Okay, thank you.
Okay guys, here I will give a conclusion in this part. Demand, supply, and equilibrium. After you understand what is supply, what is demand, how is supply, the law of supply and demand, there is an equilibrium point in the middle of between supply and demand. So we study about demand, supply, there is the impact. There is an equilibrium point. So between supply and demand in a market is balance between consumers and producers. Okay, maybe that's all from us. Thanks for your attention.
Okay guys, I think it's enough. That's all our discussion today. I think it's enough. Thanks for your attention.
Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay guys, what do you think about the presentation today? I think it's very interesting. Yes? Okay, hopefully for the next presentation more better than today. Okay? Okay, for the end of the session, I would like to give you about the conclusion. For the first conclusion is, what is economy? Already explained, it's very good with the first group. What is economy?
Economics is the social science that study about how do people satisfy their unlimited wants with their limited research by making a choices.
Okay, basically, there are people, and the people need resources. Yes?
Yes.
Okay. To fulfill their desires, their wants, and their needs. But in actually, the resources is limited. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. And this is desire, your want, your desire is unlimited. So what happens? So people need to make choices about how to use their scarce resources. So one of the economic study about these choices. Are you understand, guys?
Yes.
Okay. And then the second conclusion about the equilibrium price. Nafis?
Yes. The equilibrium price is the price formed at the meeting point between supply and demand. So between consumers and producers, it will benefit each other. That's namely equilibrium.
Okay. Give applause to first group and second group. Okay. I reminder you, all of you guys, as a participant, more be actively for the next presentation. See you next meeting. Okay? Thank you for your attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.